Time management is the ability to use one's time effectively and productively, especially at work. Countless bureau staff are running around in circles doing 2 or more people's jobs for only one paycheck. They're drowning in crisis deadlines, inmate requests, and day-to-day bullshit from people who probably shouldn't have gotten their job to begin with. While time management skills cannot fix staffing issues, bang-ins, augmentations, and dealing with the fallout from the Ray Garcias of the Bureau, they can make you a little less miserable as you try to figure out how the fuck you're going to get all this work done. This training is not about how you can do more for your agency, it's about how to make the most of your time to alleviate some of your stress. Number 1, prioritize. Know the difference between urgent and important. As soon as you get to work, make a list of the things that you want to accomplish that day and put them in order of urgency. Don't start your day off with some shit that doesn't even need to be done yet. Stick to your list and revel in the feeling that you get when you mark off a task. With luck, you'll only have to add 2 or 3 sudden crisis tasks to your list each day. Prioritize sharing this training and subscribing to the channel. Number 2, create a timeline. It is impossible to truly create a timeline for your day in a prison environment, but give it a shot. Set time goals for each item on your list and make every effort to stick to those time goals. Include time for making rounds because when the shit hits the fan, no one is going to care about what you were doing instead of making those rounds. Do not set yourself up for failure. You're also going to want to include time for breaks in your timeline. Number 3, stay organized. A place for everything and everything in its place. This isn't about being anal, it's about being able to find that piece of paper that was just in your goddamn hand. Avoid stacks of papers and files on your desk because they're all going to start to look the same, causing you to overlook something that you need. You won't have to waste time looking for something if you know you've put it where it goes. Instead of using dozens of post-it notes that are just going to fall on the ground and get stuck in the wheels of your chair, try using a notebook or a pad to write down important things. Never underestimate the importance of a planner or organizer. Number 4, stay focused. Since we're not machines, you should have written time for breaks into your timeline. You want to avoid grab-assing in the middle of a task, especially if it's an urgent one. Stay focused to the best that our environment will allow it. If you can close your door for a little bit, close it. Hang a do not disturb sign like time keyers do. But be prepared for inmates to not see the sign and knock anyway. Number 5, learn to say no. Most of us do not have a hard time telling an inmate no, so I'm not talking about them. People pleasers and hard chargers need to learn to say no to coworkers and even supervisors if they're trying to add to your already swamped agenda. I'm not saying that you need to tell your boss to go fuck himself, but politely let him know that your plate is full and adding anything to it will cause other deadlines to be missed. Ask them in writing if they would like for you to reprioritize your workload for a new task and let them know what's not going to get done if you do that. We work in one of the most chaotic and difficult environments that people can imagine, so obviously these suggestions are not always going to work. There will be days when everything on your list is going to be pushed to the next day. So be it. We have to learn to roll with the punches, but be sure to keep written documentation as to why things didn't get done. Believe me, some asshole who's never worked in a prison is going to be sitting on his throne having a fit wondering why the deadline he set was not the most important part of your shitty day. When the bus comes to roll over you, send it to the next stop by having documentation as to why something didn't get done.